this channel. Today, me and my friend will discuss about mental health and mental illness. So, before we go to more details,
what is mental health?
Okay, mental health included our emotional, physiological, and social as well. So it affects how we think, how we feel, and how we act. It also helps determine how we handle the stress, relate to each other, and make a choice. Mental health is important at every stage of life, from a child to now. So, if you experience mental health problem, your think, your mood, and your behavior could be affected.
So, what is mental illness?
Illness, also called it mental disorder, refer to a range of mental health condition, disorder, the effect on your mood, your thinking, your behavior. For example, mental illness include depression, anxiety disorder, eating disorder, and addictive behavior. Many people have mental health concern from time to time, but mental health concern become a mental illness when ongoing signs and symptoms cause fatigue, stress, and affect your ability to function. Okay, my friend will tell you guys about two types of depression and one type of anxiety, and what is the symptom of it's a mental illness, what is the factor of the mental health problem, and the best way to recover from this illness.
Is a mental illness marked by extreme change in mood from high to low and from low to high. High period of mania, while low period of depression. The change in mood may even become mixed, so you might feel elated and depressed at the same time. So what the symptom factor and advisable treatment for the kind of illness? Let's go through the symptom first. Some of the symptoms are feeling abnormally high and optimistic or extremely irritable, sleeping very little but feeling extremely energetic, highly distractible, and the person would be unable to concentrate, acting recklessly without thinking about the effect, and the patient might also face delusion and hallucination. There are a few things that can trigger or push someone toward this mood disorder. For example, period of high stress, such as the death of a loved one or other traumatic event, drug or alcohol abuse, having a first-degree relative such as a parent or sibling with bipolar disorder. And for the treatment, first of all is educated about it, learning as much as you can about bipolar disorder. The more you know, the better you will be at assisting your own recovery. Next is get moving. Exercise has a benefit impact on mood and may reduce the number of bipolar episodes you experience. Aerobic exercise, that activities arm and leg move on, such as running, walking, swimming, dancing, climbing, or drumming may be especially beneficial to your brain and nervous system. Most importantly is to seek support. It's important to have people you can turn to for help and encouragement try to joining a support group or talking to a trusted friend. Reaching out is not a sign of weakness, and it won't mean you are burden to others. In fact, most friends will be flattered that you trust them enough to confide in them, and it will only strengthen your relationship.
Okay, anxiety disorder. Anxiety disorder are different. They are a group of mental illness, and the distress they cause can keep you from carrying on with your life normally. For people who have one, worry and fear are constant and overwhelming and can be disabling. But with the treatment, many people can manage those feelings and get back to fulfilling life. Okay, symptom for anxiety disorder, we divide to two groups, which is first group is about feeling symptoms such as panic, fears, uneasiness, and not able to stay calm and still. For the second group is about organ symptoms such as heart palpitation, shortness of breath, and tense of muscle. Okay, for the factor in anxiety disorder is many of researchers don't know exactly what bring on anxiety disorders like other forms of mental illness. They stem from a combination of things including change in your brain and environmental stress and even your genes. The disorder can run in families and could be linked to faulty circuit in the brain that control fear and other emotions. Okay, for the treatment and advice for anxiety disorder is first is medications. Doctor will provide low dose antipsychotic drug and anticonvulsants that can be added to help make other treatment works better. They prescribe for social or generalized anxiety disorder as well as for panic attacks. For the second treatment is psychotherapy. This is a type of counseling that addresses the emotional response to mental illness. Mental health specialist, or we call it psychiatrist, help you by talking about how to understand and deal with your anxiety disorder, and they also teach you how to recognize and change your thoughts pattern and behavior that trigger deep anxiety or panic. For the third treatment, I call it as self-treatment, which is cut down on food and drinks that have caffeine, such as coffee, tea, cola, energy drink, and chocolate. Caffeine is a mood-altering drug, and it may make symptoms of anxiety disorder worse. For the last treatment is you also can ask your doctor or pharmacist before taking any over-the-counter meds or herbal remedies. Many of these contain chemicals that can make anxiety symptoms being worse.
Disorder. What is psychotic disorder? Psychotic disorder is one of the illness from mental health. This is a serious illness that affect the mind. They make it hard for someone to think clearly, to make a good judgment, to respond emotionally, to communicate effectively, to understand reality, and to behave appropriately. When symptoms are severe, people with psychotic disorder have trouble staying in touch with reality and often are unable to handle daily life. But even several psychotic disorder easily can be treated. One of the examples of this illness is schizophrenia. So right now I'm going to talk about the symptom from this illness. The most troubling is hallucination and delusion. Hallucination means seeing, hearing, or feeling things that doesn't exist. For instance, someone might see things that are not there, hear voices, smell odors, have a funny taste in their mouth, or feel sensation on their skin even though nothing is touching their body. Delusion means that the patient are false belief even after they have been shown to be false. For example, a person who says his or her food is poison, even if someone has shown them that the food is fine, they still say the food is poison. It may they have a delusion. People who have this disease also show symptoms, which is they have a problem at school or work and problem with their relationship. Last symptom is mood swing or other mood symptom, which is his mood not always in a good mood, such as depression. So, the factor from this illness is some psychotic disorder tend to run in family, which means that the disorder may be partly inherited. Other things may also influence their development, including stress, drug abuse, and major life change. People with certain psychotic disorders, such as schizophrenia, may also have problems in part of the brain that control thinking, perception, and motivation. In schizophrenia, experts believe that nerve cell receptors that work with a brain chemical called glutamate may not work properly in specific brain region. That glitch may contribute to problems with thinking and perception. So, my advice to treat this illness is by seeing the doctor, which is take a medicine that called antipsychotic. These medicines are not effectively cure. They are effective in managing the most troubling symptom of psychotic disorder, such as delusion, hallucination, and thinking problem. You can also go to meet psychotherapy. There are different types of psychotherapy. Most people with psychotic disorder in therapy are treated as outpatient, meaning they don't live in institution, but sometimes people need to be hospitalized, such as if they have several symptoms, are in danger of hurting themselves or others, or can't care for themselves because of the illness. So, each person being treated for psychotic disorder may respond to therapy differently. Some will show improvement quickly, for others it may take weeks or months to get symptom relief.
Okay, the conclusion for this topic is when you have a symptom, you should go to see a specialist or find a solution from the illness. For example, like do some activities that you like, maybe walking, jogging, fishing, swimming. Then that make you happy. If not, your life will be in fact, and more people around you will feel bad. Okay, so thank you for watching this channel.